Hello, welcome. I'm excited to share with you some training tips on how to set up a Facebook party and how to maximize your time so that you have a lot of just really focused energy and really maximize the power of a party. And so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you so that I can walk you through step by step. And one thing that we're going to start with is Facebook. So Facebook is in the process of switching over. And so I'm going to go into the classic or excuse me, the new, maybe switch to the new Facebook so that this way, if you are, once they have stopped allowing us to go back, I want you to be able to access this video and training. Okay, so if you ever want to get anywhere, you can click on this home button right here. You see a picture of a house. So I'm going to click on the home button and it's going to kind of give me this little bit of a window here. And over on the left-hand side, you'll see how I have all of these different shortcuts. And you've got my name here. And then up at the top right here, you see a circle with a group of people. And so I'm going to click on that group of people. And you'll see that on the left-hand side, it has a list of the groups that I manage. Now, I'm in the process of creating a new group. So I am going to go into the area right here on the left-hand side, which is called create a new group. Okay, and let's say I have a hostess, for example, and her name is Melanie. So I'm going to do Melanie's Mary Kay virtual beauty session. Maybe I don't know exactly what type of style of party. I'm going to create it to be public at this point because she's going to be adding members. I'm going to be adding members. And then inviting some friends right now is optional. And then you just click on create. So then you can create that group. And then here, this button on the right-hand side, you can see where it says invite and you add people. Up here, I'm going to edit and change my picture. I'm actually going to upload a picture from my calendar, or excuse me, from my computer. However, if you go to Mary Kay In Touch under Digital Zone, you can actually access pictures that way too. So that it gives you any type of products that are beautifully pictured that Mary Kay has created that you can actually have for any style of party. So if you're doing, a skincare party or a 3D party, or you can really customize your pictures. If you're doing a holiday product preview or a seasonal product preview, you can pick products that match the style of your event that you're doing. And the reason that you want to create a group instead of an event is because it allows them to come back and be included in the group, but also it's a private venue and then you're able to revisit, whereas events come and they go. Groups can kind of stay. And so you can ask your hostess to, post another post, or maybe 3 months later, she wants to host again for you. You've already got the group set up. I'm going to drag this picture. So I just pulled up a picture. I'm going to drag this picture so it kind of features the Mary Kay products in there. And then I'm just going to click on it. And so now it's saved. The next thing that you would do is then now I've got my events and I've got my pre-party posts. You can invite members. You can also write what this party is about. And so it can give you a description. So then when everyone goes and adds themselves to the group, they'll be able to see what the purpose of the group is. And this will help you in planning your party. So I'm going to come back up to home. And I have some previous parties that I recently have held. One of my hostesses, her name was Kristen. One thing that I encourage my hostesses is to create groups. And in their group, they want to have about 40 people to maximize their free product. And so here I am in Kristen's group. And when I go to about the group, It talks about welcome to her beauty session. It gives a link to my website. And so I am just going to copy this. And then I'm going to go back to my recent group that I had, which was Melanie's, right? And so I'm going to, let's see, Melanie's Mary Kay virtual beauty session. So I'm going to click on, how did I not see that? Let's see. Isn't it nice to know that sometimes you can still get a little bit of an error? So, and okay, this does not look like my picture. So obviously my picture did not save. So I'll have to go and do that again, which is a good repeat, right? So when it says add the description over on the left-hand side, I'm going to type in that description there that I just copied, and I'm going to change the name from Kristen to Melanie. And then I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to add the cover. So this is probably where I came in error, is I edited, but I should have actually added the picture. So I am pulling some pictures from my my saved graphics on my computer. And again, you can find these on InTouch, which I will do another video when setting up your website on Digital Zone as well, because then you can have easy access to graphics at your leisure. So you can post them on your social media. You can text pictures to them. It makes it really nice. So you can see that it pulled up that picture. I'm going to save it, and then it should save it into the picture. So this shows you what her thing is going to look like. And then the discussion is where you create the posts. Okay. So I'm going to, so that's setting up the group. Again, you can invite friends. You can create a post on the left-hand side. This is a welcome post. And then you can see tells them about the gathering together, your hostesses winning free products. And so I'm going to stop sharing that page. And then what I'm going to show you next is a great, so you actually have two features. And personally, I have really liked this third-party app that will post your graphics for you. And it's called Post My Party. And I'm going to show you, let's see. I'm going to share my screen again really quick. And what I love about this is that if you are growing your team or you're a brand new team member of mine, you actually can have access to all of my pre-party planning, or even like my pre-party posts. And from a click of a button, it can upload from my account to your account. So it's super simple. I just logged in. This shows you the dashboard. So you can create a template or you can schedule a party. And so let me show you my templates. And the templates that I have are two different ones that I'm using right now. One is the virtual skincare class session. The other one is in the current month that we are, the posts that I want to post in my customer group. So this is actually doing it for me automatically. How cool and time saving is that? Now, here's the best part. This system is only $9.95. So if you get one order from your website from being an automatic post, it's well worth it. But this is going to bring you lots and lots of money. So here's an example. I just recently did a party. It was my first one on Post My Party. I ended up selling $100 from that party at this moment. And of course, I have more orders coming in. So that easily paid for that $10 a month, right? So you kind of want to invest to save you time. You're saving time. So you can see up here in this section right here is my Post My Party. You can see it's got a link, and that's the copy link that I would share with you to upload it into your group. And so these show the different what's going to be said. The green check marks means that it's approved. If I want to edit or change it, I can. I put pictures of myself. I put pictures of the products. And so it really just kind of creates engaging posts to share with others about your business. So this one is the one that I use for my personal group customer page. This one is the one that's the virtual page for my customers, for my hostesses, sorry. And so these will actually are scheduled posts to post on the group Facebook page automatically. How cool is that, right? I'm so excited on this time-saving feature. Now here, remember, you don't have to create the posts. They've already been created. So I can actually copy and share them with you, and then you can just jump on board. So the cool thing about that is all you need to do is find your first one or two virtual hostesses and then sign up for Post My Party and ask me if I'm your director for a sign up link. And then that way you can maximize on this great feature to save you time. So I'm going to take you back to Kristen's party, who was one of my hostesses that I used this app with. And I want to show you, see all of these different posts. Some of them, this one was an automatic scheduled post. This one was an automatic scheduled post. And then also these are scheduled posts that are part of that program. And so it's seriously so simple. And I love, you can have 10 parties going on at one time. You can sign them up. So how you would sign them up is go back to the dashboard and do schedule a party. And when you schedule a party, you can customize them. They have where you can input the hostess's name. You choose the template that you want, where you want it posted, and when you want to start it and what time zone you're in. So you can personalize this. And I will share with you, I feel like this app particularly has a fabulous customer service. Look at these training videos on the homepage, getting started, how to use, how to replace. And so it really sets you up at a self-paced learning opportunity. Okay, so last but not least, how are you going to find your hostesses, right? Okay, you're like, great, I know now how to set up a group page. I know how to post on the pages, and I can just copy and paste yours. I'm so excited about how simple that plan is. But how do I find people? And so here's what I would encourage you. You have a best friend, you have a sister, you have a mom, you might have a coworker, you might have a family member, you might have a go-to friend that if you ask them to be a hostess for you, to just say, hey, I'm learning this virtual online party. Would you assist me? Would you be one of my first virtual party hostesses? All you have to do is invite people. And I will tell you, my hostess who had 57 guests, she actually sent out 350. I almost think she invited her whole friend list to the party. But then you can also, with this link, I will post the messages that my hostesses post on their wall. And then that they also private message to schedule or to ask women to be a virtual hostess for them. And so I would really capitalize on this amazing opportunity to not only multiply ourselves, but also to duplicate ourselves with these apps and features that are available. And then after you've done, the time frame would be, for example, if I scheduled a party today, it's Thursday or Wednesday, I would schedule the live session to be next week on maybe Thursday or Friday. So my hostess has about 48 hours to invite women to the group. And then about 72 hours out, I will start the posting of the pre-party post. And I will line those up to match when we want to go live and do a Facebook Live. And I actually will give them the opportunity to request samples. And then if they request samples, I will, if they request samples, then it gives me enough time to make sure about 3 to 5 days out that they receive them in time to do the live with us. And then and then you go on to Facebook into the group, and I'm going to share my screen with you so that you can see what that looks like to go live once you've done the pre-party posts. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, and again, I just want to remind you that I am on my the new Facebook, classic Facebook. And so right here where it says what's on your mind, you click on that. And then over here, you'll see there's these 3 buttons that say more. And one of them is that you can go live video. And so you click on that live video, and then it will do a countdown, and then you can go and respond to them, or then you go in and do the instructional part of the party. So what that means or what that looks like is maybe you're washing your face, or you're talking to them about the products, or you are walking through them using the samples with you as an instructional person. Or if you want them to join you and you want to create kind of like a Zoom, then in that same area in the purple one, you create the room. And then when you create the room, you'll type that it's the online virtual session, and then everyone can join in just like a Zoom appointment into that private room that you've set up. You just kind of click on an icon, you say virtual session, and click save, and then it will allow you to choose who you want. And so then you can invite the women that you personally sent out samples for them to try the products. They can come on a live Zoom with you, or like I said, you can do and be an instructional guide for them. If you're someone that doesn't like to be on the screen like I am right now, then I would encourage you to do the create the room so that everybody is in, and it almost feels like you're at a party around the table together. And that can be a more comfortable setting for you, but there's those 2 options as well. And then you can do a QVC style, a show and tell. I do want to show you something really quick while I'm on my screen. And this feature has not been added to the new Facebook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch back to the classic, and I'm going to show you how to add a customized group name, and then also how to not only how to add a customized group name, but also how to add an app to your group. So the Post My Party, for example, can log on. So I'm going to pull up Melanie's virtual beauty sessions. I'm going to click on that. And then, sorry, I don't know why it just doesn't go straight there, but here we go. Okay. Okay, and then up here underneath the picture, you'll see where it says, whoops, sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing. So you will see right here where it says more, and then you go to edit group settings. And then when you're on edit group settings, you're going to scroll down to a section where it says apps, and then this is where you're going to add the apps. Right here under linked pages, this is where you can add a business page if you have a business page. Right here is where you can customize the address. So I'm going to customize it as Melanie Mary Kay virtual party. And so now that link is customized, so it's easier to share with your hostess for her guests. And then here is with the add apps. And ironically, this takes a little bit of time to pull up. I think that there's just so many app options that it takes a little bit of time when you're pulling up the opportunity to add the Post My Parties to your to this app. Okay, you can still see that it's taking its sweet time, and I don't know why it does that, but it does do that. And so I wish I could streamline it for you and be like, hey, this is a little bit like it takes time. Like, how can you speed it up? But you really can't speed it up. So it just kind of is going to keep doing that until it pulls up, and then it will pull up a search bar. And then you'll type in the word post my party, all one word, and then it will pull that up, and it will look like the icon of that pink P that I showed you. And then that way that is linked together. So then when you go and schedule, it's linked in a given permission to post on that group page. And so that's something that's really important to know and to remind yourself about. And so I'm going to let it keep searching. And then, but that way you kind of know how to personally customize a link for a group, as well as how to add the post my party so that it will automatically post for you on day 1, day 2, day 3, what your party posts are. And then you're only in charge of your live video with your guests. And you can choose it 2 ways. You can do a group, create your room and do it as a group community event, or you can go live and be the presenter, and they can comment and ask questions in that session as well. One benefit about going live is it does give you the option to save it. So then if people can't be on live, it's recorded. The create your room, however, I don't believe it is recorded. And so that does minimize your ability for people to go back and watch the instructional part of the party to try the samples. So whatever works best for your group, choose it that way. And just thank you so much for tuning in with me today to learn more about maximizing your time, multiplying yourself, and capitalizing on apps that are created to make your life easier and your business grow abundantly. Have a great day. Thanks so much.